English One-on-One. In this video, we will be talking about capitalization rules. I'm going to start with two basic rules that I'm sure you already know about. The first rule says to capitalize the first word of a sentence, as you can see in this example. The second rule says to capitalize the pronoun I. Pronoun I is always capitalized no matter where it is located in the sentence. Rule number 3 says to capitalize proper nouns, the names of nicknames of specific people, places, and things. For example, my roommate plays Michael Jackson all the time, but I'd rather listen to Scorpions. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most famous bridges in the world. The word bridge is part of this name, and therefore it has to be capitalized. Unlike in this sentence, we had to cross the longest bridge to get on the other side. This bridge is not specific, it's any bridge. It does not have a name, and the word bridge is not part of the name. The Atlantic Ocean is the coldest ocean I have ever swum in. This word ocean is part of the name. Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean. The word ocean will always be capitalized because it's part of the name, unlike in this sentence. I have swum in 3 oceans. Any oceans. It is not a specific ocean. It does not have a name. Rule number 4 says to capitalize words of family relationship when used as proper names. For example, Aunt Haiti left her grandfather's watch to Jim. In this sentence, the word "and" is capitalized for 2 reasons. First, it's at the beginning of the sentence, and second, it's part of the nickname, or if you want to call it, it's a title. But if you use the word "and" or mom or dad or any family relationships with a pronoun, like in this sentence, my aunt, "and" is not going to be capitalized. It's just another noun, another relationship. It's not a nickname. It's not a proper name. So my aunt cooks the best apple pie. We call our mother Mom. So mother is just a family relationship, but our mother's name or nickname is Mom. That's how we call it. And so the word Mom is going to be capitalized. Unless in a sentence like this you say, my mom cooks the best apple pie. Because mom comes with the pronoun my, mom is going to be with the lowercase m. Rule number 5 says to capitalize titles preceding names. 6 colonels reported the General Birdsong. General is part of this name. It's the title, and it's preceding the name Birdsong. General is going to be capitalized, but not colonels. Just any colonels without any specific names. So it's going to be with the lowercase c. I'm meeting with my biology professor. And I'm meeting with Professor Lam. Professor in this sentence is the title, and it's connected to the name Lam. And here it's just any professor without a specific name. So it's going to be with the lowercase p. Rule number 6 says to capitalize the names of God, specific deities, or religious figures. For example, God the Father, Allah, Jehovah, Shiva, the Prophet, Muhammad, the Virgin Mary. But we do not capitalize the Greek or Roman gods. For example, Neptune, a god of sea. Rule number 7 says to capitalize north, west, south, and east when they refer to a section of the country, when it's a name and it's a geographical place that can be found on the map. You do not capitalize north, west, south, or east when they're used as a direction. For example, the stones have moved to the southwest. That's a part in this country, and it's located. You can find this name on the map. It's going to be capitalized. Jake's house is 2 miles north of Orlando. Now this is just a location, a direction. To go to work, I usually take 408 East. We're going to capitalize East because it's part of the name. It's the name of this road. And to go to Valencia College, start driving east on Colonial Drive. Now this is not part of the name. This is just a direction. And therefore it's going to be a lowercase e. Rule number 8 says to capitalize the days of the week, the months of the year, and holidays. This year, Halloween will fall on the last Friday in October. Halloween is a holiday like Labor Day, New Year Day, Memorial Day. They're all going to be capitalized, including the word day. And Friday is a day of the week, and October is a month of the year. We do not capitalize the seasons, spring, summer, winter, or fall, unless, again, they are parts of some kind of a name. For example, graduation, summer 2020. Rule number 9 says to capitalize the names of specific courses, but not general studies. For example, of all my biology courses, Biology 215 was the most stimulating. Biology in this part of the sentence is just a general study, but Biology 215 is a name of the course and it can be found on the schedule. Rule number 10 says to capitalize the names of countries, nationalities, and specific languages, and any adjectives made out of countries or nationalities. Let's look at these examples. Brazilians speak Portuguese, and Colombians speak Spanish. Usually Hispanic students like Cuban bread and Colombian coffee. Some Asian students like to eat Japanese sushi. I have been in some Muslim cultures and tried different food, and I have found Tunisian food the spiciest. One of the best drinks is the Moroccan tea. Rule number 11 says to capitalize the first word in a sentence that is a direct quote, even though it's in the middle of the sentence. Emerson once said, and the rest of the sentence is his quote, and the quote starts with the capitalized letter. Rule number 12 says to capitalize all the major words in the titles of books, articles, and songs. For example, one of Robert's favorite books is Catcher in the Rye, and Catcher in the Rye is the title of a book. You're going to capitalize Catcher and Rye. We do not capitalize articles. We do not capitalize prepositions unless those prepositions have 5 or more letters. For example, about, between, beyond, under. I enjoyed reading The Painted Veil. The Painted Veil is the title of a book, but like I said before, we do not capitalize articles unless a title begins with an article or the.